Enshrouded just released a roadmap for all the new content they plan on adding in early access, and some of these updates are absolutely insane and so anticipated, and I really had to make a little dedicated video here going over some of these in detail for you all because some of these updates are just so exciting. So with that said, let's jump in. Here is the newsletter that they sent out. Early Access Roadmap 2024. Flameborn, your feedback helps us make Enshrouded better. Here's a look at our roadmap for the next updates based on your suggestions. And this is what is so important. They're actually listening to player feedback, and these updates are everything we've been asking for. They had an upvote page that they created a couple months ago, I think now, and it gave players the chance to vote on things they wanted to be added to the game, which is so cool, and we see a lot of those in these updates here, so we'll just go through them one by one with all the new things they plan to add. So we have Hollow Halls Dungeons, which is really cool. Improved locations, so that's nice. Multiple NPC instances. I know a lot of people were wanting this on servers so that each person can have their own NPC in their base, which is so cool that they're listening to the community with that. More trees to grow. The big trees in Revelwood, maybe? That would be awesome. And then replayable world quests, which I personally would really love to be able to like strip down a character and go through my world again with a friend, but still use my builds and things. And again, an amazing feature for multiplayer servers there. Townsfolk NPCs. This is absolutely amazing. You know, I love the NPCs as is, but like, are these guys going to be able to do farming for us? Are they going to be able to walk around and gather resources and have tasks and sort of a little AI mind of their own? This would be amazing to make the town and village and builds feel so much more lived in and interesting, so I'm really excited for that one. We also have townsfolk pets, which is so cool. So there will officially be like a breeding animal system with pets and things, so absolutely amazing. This game is just turning into everything I'd ever want it to be. And then a mountain biome, of course. We've kind of knew that one was coming with all the mountains in the background that we can't access yet. Multiplayer pings, so that'll be really handy for multiplayer. Steam Deck support, so there you go. For all of you wondering, it'll be supported on Steam Deck soon. Improved loot UI, reassignable glider shortcut. So this is something that wasn't in the game before, to where you can now have a different glider shortcut key. Here we go, another really exciting one for us builders, round doors and windows. So many people, myself included, have been so on top of building Hobbit houses and everything, and they will officially be adding round doors and windows. And that is just so exciting. And before I say officially be adding, I should mention that they did note that some of these things could kind of change. You know, roadmap is kind of like a river, kind of flows in different directions as they evolve. Some things are harder than they anticipated to add, some things are easier, but this is just their plan. So nothing is like entirely set in stone, but pretty set in stone in terms of what they're going to try and work on. We also have a vanity system, which will be interesting. And then there you go, animal farming right there. And portals to other servers. I really am curious to see how this one works. Is that like portals in your world where you could go through it and then to other players' servers? This would be really cool and make the game feel so much bigger and connected between lots of people, which would be really cool. You have named tombstones now, so we can finally distinguish whose tombstone is whose, instead of taking each other's loot all the time after we die together in a boss fight. We also have a bunch of performance improvements, workshops, craft from magic chests. So there you go, just another quality of life feature there. Same thing with this, sitting on furniture now finally will be implemented, and that is just so exciting. Again, a nice thing to make your bases feel more homey and livable. And potted plants here, so there you go. You don't have to use the little trick with farm soil glitched inside of a bucket anymore. You can actually have potted plants. Server gameplay settings, that's nice. Editable signs, so there you go. Make sorting and organizing so much easier. We have enemy patrols, interesting. Nameable bases, so there you go. Awesome way to distinguish the flame altars. New enemies and bosses. Awesome. Smoother high FPS gameplay. So there you go. That'll be nice. I don't have an issue with that because of my graphics card quality, but for lower end PCs, there you go. Better stack splitting. Awesome. Improved post-processing. Nice. And new building materials, of course. Server user rights. Musical instruments. So another awesome little homey item maybe where you could sit with your friends around the fire and play some instruments. This is really cool. I think there's only like 1 or 2 other games that I know of that were like kind of in the survival genre where one of them had like a ukulele or something that you could play, and I think that's kind of cool. We also have a weather system to be added here on the list, which is super exciting. Another awesome thing that'll make your Hobbit house and something feel a lot more cozy to live in when it's rainy and dark outside. And that would be really nice if this, as well as like a daylight cycle, could be toggleable to be able to turn on and off for people wanting to take nice screenshots at certain times of day of their builds. So that would be nice if they added that feature along with the weather system. We have nameable map locations, which is super cool. And then some more fixes and polishing here. So this is just their bulk list, but then if we scroll down, check this out. There's more. Here is a glimpse at some other major features coming later this year in our early access. And these are different from what are above here. Sharing and visiting of bases. So this is pretty cool. Are we going to be able to share blueprints and other things to be able to share bases with each other? This would be amazing. We have instance dungeons, which could be pretty interesting. So maybe much larger dungeons with lots of stuff going on in them. That could be kind of cool. Create and share gameplay experiences. So maybe we'll be able to make like mazes or little mini games within our normal game using the trapdoors and all sorts of little interesting stuff. This could be kind of cool. Or like our style of gameplay, be able to kind of set the world to be certain settings or something. We have world events. Interesting. So yeah, look at that. That could be kind of cool. And then water. Yay! And more biomes. So yeah, they are going to try to add water. So many of us wanted it. It's all consumed by Deadly Shroud at the moment. And having some nice water, man, that would just, this game is literally going to be everything I've ever wanted, at least. These additions are just so cool, and I'm so happy they're listening to the community for all of these. So with that said, I hope you all are as excited as I am for these new updates. I really can't wait to see them start rolling out. I'm not sure the exact time frame for some of these. I mean, it does say roadmap 2024. But yeah, we'll just have to see when they start rolling some of these updates out, and I'll try to cover some more on the channel as they do. So with that, happy building and gaming, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.